Still super dark. Oh, you know what? Part of it's my phone too. Hold on. Can I even change that while I'm on the phone with you all? Yes, I can. All right, here we go. Okay, so hey, good morning. Happy Sunday, February 2018. Um, we are going to journal today about what does it mean to be proactive. I'm a huge fan of being proactive about things that you can be proactive about, which I think is a lot of things if you are intentional about your life. Hence the reason why we're journaling. Um, I was gonna say and add something to that. Oh, when I'm talking like about my purpose or my life or my goals or anything, it's not just me. It's something that I've prayed about constantly. I'm always trying to be aligned with my purpose and God's will over my life and His goals and direction. So this far, everything that I say or I do, as far as like the journaling or healthier habits, all of that stuff came from Him. It didn't come from me, because that's not necessarily because I didn't really have like uh, a direction, you know what I mean? And the lounge, that all happened when I had in the video I kind of talk about it, but when they started recording it, it was I had already said it, but it basically I had went to a women's shelter. I was supporting someone, and when I was there, I just felt a huge amount of oppression. I did not feel like those. I feel like there was going to be a few women that probably was able to get out and go forward in life and be productive, but for the most part, I felt like, you know how they always say, the circle that you surround yourself with. I'm like, if I'm not doing well, and you put me with 50 other women that aren't doing well, we're gonna see how far I'm gonna get and how long it's gonna take me. Yeah, you got people to come in and speak to me, but then again, how well are they even doing? And then they had like this, um, they had this I don't even know, like vendors. That's what they call it. They have vendors, and some of the vendors, people were trying to sell these ladies. I guess I'm under the assumption that they were selling people who were out visiting, such as myself, not the women who were in the shelter. But they were selling them gold. Y'all know when they was doing the little gold bars and like the Ameritrade and stuff. I was like. And they don't get up out of here with this. I'm like, y'all get all these donations because y'all a nonprofit and it's the best y'all can do for people who are trying to transition. And I was like, before I knew it, I was already in my car home. And I was just like, whoa, that was crazy. I didn't like the environment. I'm such an environment person. It did not feel healthy. It did not feel productive. And I was just like, dang, that's crazy. And I was just like talking to him as always. And I was like, what can I do? And he was like, just give people a space to be. And so, as women, we always are on the go and all these other things. Anyway, this is not a plug for the lounge. But I just wanted y'all to know I'm never saying nothing from my own heart. I'm always saying everything because I've done prayed about it. I've done fast about it. I'm talking way country, huh? Y'all know I can't see. That's why I'm like trying to like see because of this coconut oil because I had a pimple right here and it's going away. I don't want it to leave a scar though. Um, all the joys of being a woman. I'm like, I'm too old to be getting pimples like that for no reason. But anyway, so um, what were we talking about? I've been up for like an hour trying to fight sleep because I'm low key kind of very lazy. And I was like, when I get up, I gotta wash my face. I gotta put coconut oil on. I gotta make up my bed. I have to do this video. I gotta go pray. I'm out of working out though because I'm gonna do that later. I got out of that, but I got other work to do. And I was just like, honestly, I don't want to do nothing. I'm gonna turn on Netflix because it's nice and cloudy and just watch TV. So if y'all ever struggling with doing something, please believe me, my level of laziness is on a scale from 1 to 10. And I know I need to quit saying that, but I feel like it's important to share. On a 1 to 10, I'm a good 8.5, probably a 9. Like seriously, I really psych myself up for everything. And so I was like, well, just get up and get it done because it has to be done, right? It's part of what I'm trying to accomplish. It's part of my daily routine, and it is what it is. I don't really know if there's ever really a way around it because working out for me keeps me sane. Um, I bet y'all probably like, damn, how crazy are you if you have to work out daily? And plus, I'm starting to see results, so I want to do that. I'm enjoying the results of my taking care of my skin. Never really had the best of skin, and I always assumed that women who did, they just were born that way. And some people are, but some people actually take care of their skin. And guess what? Voila, I put a little bit of effort into my skin, and now my skin is popping. Um, so it's just one of those things where it's like it's part of life. You know what I mean? You got to be responsible and you work hard for the things you want. Right now, shit, there's somebody who didn't eat the crap I ate yesterday because we went to the movies to see Black Panther. And let me tell you, I had me some wine, not in the movie, but I had me some wine. I had some chips, I had some red vines, and I feel it. Don't feel really good, but I thought I really wanted it because I have been eating really good. But I also had some black rice and a whole bunch of vegetables, some kale, some squash, some bell peppers, and some other stuff. Um, so I ate healthy too for the most part. And then I had eggs for breakfast. So I mean, my calorie intake probably was balanced out after my workout, but it was just the food that I put in my body. I was like, why did I do that? So I want to have popcorn. So I took my daughter to a game, to a women's basketball game, college game. So I don't want to take up too much of your time, but um, today's journal question is, what does it mean to be proactive? We're not going to do the 3 minutes because we're already 5 minutes in. What does it mean to be proactive? What does that mean to you? Does that mean that you put money aside because you know that you got a large bill coming up? Do you um, get your oil changed so you don't blow your engine? Are you, um, let me see, what else could you do to be proactive? Oh, for me, one of the things that I've always done to be proactive was with my education. Why? Because I did not have any desire to own my own business. I'm not gonna say I didn't have a desire. I didn't know what to do. So for me, I was like, well, let me go back and get this associate's. Let me go back and get this bachelor's. And then I was like, oh, I can't really do much with this bachelor. So if I go and get a master's, I could be a professional one day and I could do this. And I started running through my mind. Recently, I went back for my principalship because I realized that if you get a degree in something that's a specialty, like you can't just be a principal. Like you can't work your way up to principal. I could have gotten a great degree in what was it called? Nonprofit organization management or something. But I'm like, why? When I could just work my way up to that position. I'm pretty much doing that now. So I was like, why would anybody do that? So anyway, so I did that because I was like, worst case scenario, I can always be a principal, even though principals don't leave their job and there's never any positions available, but there will be. And if I prove myself worthy, which I know I could, it won't be no problems because so anyway, so those are kind of things that I do to be proactive. Recently started getting my oil changed the way I'm supposed to because my last car I blew my engine because I didn't get my oil changed. This is back when I was being real stubborn. And I thought as a woman I shouldn't have to get my oil changed. Somebody should do it for me. Y'all, come on. I'm so crazy. And then what else do I do to be proactive? I've kind of been trying to cook again a little bit more. Like I made all these vegetables and black rice because when I'm hungry, I can just go eat that. Been trying to put money aside in case something comes up or my mortgage, so I'm not paying it all at once, or like my hair appointment, so I'm not paying it all at once. I've been just trying to do little stuff like that. It just makes more sense. Wish that wasn't how I was living at first. With my kids, I try to be proactive, whether they like it or not. It is what it is. Um, I try to, because we don't have a college savings for them. I don't know if that surprised y'all, but we didn't. We don't. So I put my kids in this program that helps them find scholarships. My oldest got a couple of scholarship offers. My middle son, who's in high school, he's in taking his college classes now. So when he graduates his senior year, if he does what he's supposed to do, what I'm encouraging him to do, what I'm praying for him to do, he will have his associates. And then I know my daughter, she's not traditional. So I'm aware of that when we're looking at high schools for her. So just little things like that to make them proactive, even just having a conversation with people. Anybody on birth control, y'all being proactive about your future. So just little things like that. I'm wishing you guys all healthier and happier habits. I hope you guys are all proactive about your lives because it can save you heartache. Definitely pray for guidance on what you're supposed to be doing and why you're here. I'm about to enjoy this weather while I get some work done in that bed, I think. I'm not sure yet. All right.